Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, to the main event this week. It's a bit of a somber main event. Um, Following on from recording last week, though we lost two quite massive people in the world of entertainment, and not just wrestling, music as well. But both have crossover. Well, one is a wrestler, and one is a crossover in the wrestling. Obviously, we lost after our recording on Tuesday. We got the news that Ozzy Osbourne had passed away. And then a few days later, wrestling lost, in people's opinion, one of the biggest legends in wrestling history, Hulk Hogan. And we are going to put a video together today, just talk about both of them. Yeah, Matt, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, we had a few comments. Well, we had a comment asking us why we've not done anything on Hulk Hogan. It's very disrespectful. So I feel like we should set the record straight. The reason why. Hulk Hogan, to many, was a childhood hero. He was Mr. America, literally. Was controversial in many ways before recent, over the last 5 to 10 years. With jumping to WCW, doing what he did with the NWO, and doing, what he did in the Monday Night War. I will tell you right now, I don't care about Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry, and if that's what people get pissed off with me with and put comments on, then please do. I know he's passed away, and it is sad. Someone's lost a father, a husband, a grandfather, but I just never have I turned around and gone, I need to watch a Hulk Hogan match. Never. I was more of a Macho Man Randy Savage fan. I thought he should have been the face of the company because he had everything. He was the talker, he was the looker, he was the wrestler. And he should have been the one that was carrying the WWF at the time. It is sad. It is a legend. People will put him in the Mount Rushmore of wrestling or in WWE or sports entertainment. They put him up there with the Cenas, with the Undertakers, with the Shawn Michaels, with the Bret Harts, Stone Colds, the Rocks, the Triple H's. And it's like, for me, he doesn't make my top 5. I don't even think he makes my top 10, to be quite honest with you. He's a controversial figure for everything that went on between 2020, was it? Was it 2020 when he said the comments? When the New Day kicked off?
No idea, mate.
I
Yeah, I
think it.
think they were recorded before then. They got leaked around then. Yeah.
Yeah, and it could have been before then. I'm sorry, I don't know the dates. And his own daughter. He said something about his own daughter and her boyfriend, husband, fiance, whoever it was at the time. And she washed her hands of him at the time because of his comments. New Day said it was either us or him, and WWE released Hulk Hogan from their Legends contract. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and wallow in pity for Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I don't like him. I've never liked him. I've never sat there and gone, I need to watch a Hulk Hogan match. If you were to ask me what Hulk Hogan match would I go tell someone to go and watch, it would be either Rock and Hogan at WrestleMania 18 or WrestleMania 19, McMahon and Hogan in a street fight. I feel like they were, one, Vince's best match, and two, probably one of Rock's best matches in terms of star power. And it should have been main event at WrestleMania 18. But yeah, that's the reason we're not putting. And Ted put in the group chat the other day that it's like the Benoit situation. It's not. It's nothing like the Benoit situation. We put a picture of Benoit up saying rest in peace. Oh, it's been so many years since he passed away. We'd get hate. We'd get cancelled. Rightly so. But if we did it with Hulk Hogan, no one would bat an eyelid. And so it is different. I do think though people will hold recency against him because of his comments. And rightly so, they weren't nice comments. They weren't at all. But But yeah, that's the reason why we're not putting it up. And we should have put it up because it is Hulk Hogan. We would do it if it was John Cena. We'd do it if it was Triple H. We'd do it if it was Undertaker. I just feel at the time I think both of us just sat here and went, "Are we going to pretend we're upset?" Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a weird one. I said it because I was streaming when you broke it on my stream, and I was like, "Oh shit, no way!" And then I was like, "It's a bit of a not controversial, but it's a bit of a thingy one, isn't it?" So that's the reason we're not putting a video out, just because we thought we don't want to pretend, we don't want to fake things. We've never been like that on this channel. We've always said straight up, we'll tell you what we think. So that's my thoughts anyway.
But I did put out a TikTok.
Yes, we did put a TikTok out. Yeah.
Same TikTok I do for everybody that passes the way. It's no different or anything. It's a bit of a strange one for me. Bit of a strange one because I did grow up a Hulkamaniac.
Yeah.
I did. The first wrestling thing I think I ever watched. I think I've said it before. We rented out a videotape. Yes, shops used to rent you out video cassettes. There was no Netflix, kids. No Netflix or Prime. You had to go to a shop and pay to borrow a video from them. And it was WrestleMania where he took on Andre. And yeah, I did enjoy him. As a kid, I watched these movies that he did in Hollywood, like Three Ninjas and The Nanny and stuff like that. And growing up, I thought they were great. Yeah, honestly, and I'm a massive Rocky fan. And he helped the Rocky movies, and the Rocky movies helped him get onto a bigger stage as well. Because Vince didn't want him to do them. Vince McMahon Senior didn't want him to do them. And it took Hulk to the next level in his career. And then I was one of the kids that watched WCW. It's like Rishi Sunak. I never had Sky growing up. So I used to watch. So I used to have like an old Sky box that you could get Cartoon Network on. After a certain time of night, it'd switch to TNT, and you'd get like for the first on a Monday night, you'd get Nitro, and you get all that sort of stuff. So I used to watch them, and I loved to hate him because he was the bad guy then. With the NWO, I wouldn't say I was a Hogan fan then because I was a kid. So I hated Hogan, loved Sting and Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio and Goldberg. Things have changed.
Massively.
But yeah. And you know what? I always carried a soft spot for Hogan. I always did. I'm like you. I wouldn't put him in my Mount Rushmore. No. Absolutely not. I don't think if my Mount Rushmore had 10, he'd make it in. If it did 20, probably. Yeah. Just. And that's not for any other thing. It's just because I've grown up with wrestling and I could probably name 19 other people that I enjoyed watching a lot more.
Yeah.
Than I did him. But yeah, it's been a tough one because yes, I did grow up a Hulkamaniac. Yes, I did love watching him. And you know what? I think amid all the comments and stuff, I still think I held a soft spot for Hogan because at the end of the day, he's the one that got me in the wrestling. And I did. Obviously, later years, Hogan, I was just like, Hogan. But I was one of the ones that laughed my head off when he got the venue wrong with Stone Cold and The Rock in the WrestleMania promo. Laughed and loved it. Absolutely loved it. But his comments, yeah, absolutely out of order. Other stuff that he did, his sex tape got released and stuff like that. Absolutely, yeah, changed my thoughts on him a lot more. His political beliefs as well. I don't do politics, but there's a lot of stuff in it that I do. Yeah. I like. He aligned himself very closely with a certain looking fella and his views. Yep. But the way I see it is, on social media, it's a bit of a mix. Like it's been, yeah, you got me in the wrestling, and thank you very much. You're an icon, you're a legend. Look, my eyes, WWF wouldn't have been as big as it was at the time if Hulkamania didn't take over the world.
Yep.
I get it. We had Steamboat, we had Savage, we had Taker coming through, and we had all them. I think if Hulkamania didn't run wild like it did, we may not have been looking at WWE the way we are today. I do think he plays a massive
Of
part
course.
of this landscape of wrestling. Absolutely do. Um, and I get you're allowed your own opinion, and this is why me and Matt do this every week. And people have said to us like, why are you two always disagreeing? It's not disagreements; it's our own opinions on different things.
Yep.
Me and Matt finish each, we're never falling out with that side of opinions. Matt might have a paddy for a day or two, but but no. And it was Mick Foley
True.
put something out and have a screenshot of it. Obviously, been a lot of negative and horrible things said about him.
Yeah.
Rightly so, that's your opinion. But I have a screenshot of it. So Mick Foley put this out, and I can't remember a screenshot of last night or the day before. And he just put, I wish we were in the wrestling community. I'm sorry. I wish we in the wrestling community could all agree not to respond to negativity to a wrestler's death for a minimum of 72 hours.
Yeah.
No one's family should be subject to such criticism after losing a loss of a loved one. And I agree to that. At the end of the day, like you said, he is somebody's dad.
Yeah.
He is somebody's granddad. He is a husband, ex-husband. I don't know how Linda feels about him. And yeah, I think there should be a bit of a grace period. Whether it's because look, if something happened, I don't know. I don't want to jinx, but something happened to somebody massive that's in the current situation today. Someone's gonna have something bad to say about them
Yeah.
because not everybody likes them. I mean, when John Cena finally hangs up his boots, it's not all going to be. He's not going to be given his flowers by everybody. Someone will have a problem.
Yeah. Superman's now finally gone.
Yeah, somebody will have a problem. When Roman walked away because he had his leukemia, there was probably people out there going, "Oh, thank God for that." That to
Yeah.
see his face on TV no more. Someone's going to have a problem, and I think people forget they're still human beings.
Yeah. It is.
Um, yes, he was an asshole in his later life, but the way I've looked at it, and I think I've come to terms with it, is I don't think anybody can deny whether you like him or not. He's an absolute icon of the wrestling world,
Yeah.
and I would probably say the biggest face and the biggest name in wrestling in history. You talk wrestling, someone I can guarantee if you're in a conversation with people that haven't watched wrestling in absolutely years, someone will mention Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
My father-in-law asked me on Saturday if I'm okay after the news of Hulk Hogan passing away. Yeah, and he doesn't watch wrestling, but he knows I do. First thing he said to me when he see me on Saturday is, "See you all right? The news of Hulk Hogan passing away." It's like, yeah, absolutely fine. It's a bit of a weird one for me, but yeah, absolutely fine. Now, if he'd
Well.
asked me 2 or 3 years ago, around
Yeah.
this time, in August time, I wouldn't have. He wouldn't have got an answer about crying because that was a different matter. But yeah, I think this should be like in the wrestling community. Like let's put the man at rest and then air your issues with him.
Yeah. I agree. It's a compliment. Accomplishments in wrestling: a six-time WWE champion, a tag team champion with Edge, Royal Rumble won twice. He was a two-time Hall of Famer, six-time WCW champion. That's even before winning anything from the. If you care about that, the Observer newsletter stuff or Sports Illustrated. NWA Southeastern Heavyweight Champion, 3 times. New Japan Champion, IWGP League Tournament Champion, MSG Tag Team Tournament winner with Antonio Inoki. He's won literally more world titles than a lot of people ever would or should have. And John's right. As much as I can sit here and go, well, what about this person? You literally mentioned wrestling. Hulk Hogan's name comes up first. Always. So yeah, that's the reason we've not done it is a few reasons, but we thought we'd wait till today and have a proper discussion, and rather than just do an half an hour video and life and times of Hulk Hogan. The other passing has probably hit me harder, to be fair. Is Ozzy Osbourne. OZZY, without OZZY, we wouldn't have Metallica, Judas Priest, Kiss, AC/DC. Wouldn't have a lot of all them heavy metal bands. Every single metal or rock band always say we got into this because of Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. People don't know this about me, but Ozzy, I listen to quite a lot. And obviously, people that watch my streams and stuff, they know that I listen to a lot of Alter Bridge and Shinedown, and a lot of rock music, Slipknot, Korn, examples. But when Ozzy died, people messaged me going, "I didn't even know you liked Ozzy," just because I didn't really. It was my little, not what's the word, not secret because it's Ozzy Osbourne, but like I saw Black Sabbath twice, once at Download, once at Manchester Arena, and I saw Ozzy Osbourne twice, both at Manchester Arena, and I can say that they were all probably four of the best gigs I've ever been to. I waited on the Sunday at Download, front fence. I waited from 12 o'clock in the afternoon all the way up till 9 o'clock at night to watch Black Sabbath. And we stayed there all night, all day. We got people bringing us food and drink because I didn't want to move. And it was just immense. Osbourne's, what a fucking TV show. I forgot how good it was. It's all on Amazon Prime now. And YouTube have got a
Is
lot of
it?
it. I was watching it on YouTube originally. Then I went Amazon Prime to watch Ted Lasso. And I saw it there and I was
Oh, that's
like,
on Prime.
well, it's a part of the iTunes deal they've got going on. If you get Amazon Prime, you get iTunes for a certain price. So I got it free for a month. I Apple TV to watch Ted Lasso. And it's on there, and I thought buzzing. I've got two places to watch it now. Awesome. And then also on YouTube, they're showing the Basement Diaries, and I think it was done last year. And it's where Ozzy, Sharon, Jack, and Kelly are watching over the videos and explaining
Oh,
their thoughts on it and why that happened. It's so good because Ozzy's like, I don't even remember half of this. Especially when the dog's shitting and pissing, and he's like, I hated the dogs. I loved them, but I also hated them at the same time because all they did was shit on my carpet and piss on it, and I was just stepping in dog shit all the time. It's so funny. So yeah, Ozzy Osbourne for me is an absolute icon, and not hit me harder, but it's like I've not stopped listening to Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne or Youngblood's Changes. It's constantly on in my car, and now I've decided that my next tattoo is an Ozzy Osbourne tattoo. Once I get enough money. But obviously in wrestling, he was in a WWE Hall of Famer. Went in 2021 or 20, one of them. He was a part of one of the special guest hosts of Raw with Sharon, and had Raw's Got Talent. If you've not watched the clip, go and watch it. Ozzy is literally pissing himself laughing when Chris Masters making his pecs go to the beat of Crazy Train. And then obviously DX promote his book and he's pissing himself laughing because he's promoting his book, and then Shawn Michaels promotes the DX book at the same time. He looks like he just had a fucking mint time. And obviously he was at WrestleMania and stuff. Ozzy's an icon, man. Ozzy's an absolute icon. So yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. You will be fucking missed. You will be. Fucking icon. I know you like Ozzy as well, don't you?
yeah. So Ozzy, I love the Osbournes. So I'll start that. The Osbournes was absolutely great TV.
Oh,
Obviously,
fucking.
now you know that they look at it a little bit differently now. Now I know they're all off the fucking faces
Yeah, yeah.
all the way through it. I grew up in a household that was country music and 50s,
Oh, I
60s,
should
and
have said that
70s.
in my house. Yeah, I should have said that in my house. I grew up in our house with Neil Diamond and M People and Simply Red. So Ozzy Osbourne was not even listened to in our house.
Yeah, I grew up with rock and roll around me, but I mean, when I say rock and roll, I'm talking Elvis. I'm talking
Yeah, yeah,
that sort of rock and roll. My mom's really into like her 60s, 70s, and 80s, and early 90s music, but not anything like heavy. A brother, called brother the whitest white boy you'll ever meet. He's a proper Oasis sort of Shed 7. Doesn't really do hip hop, maybe a bit of dance music back in the day. And my sisters, if she's not aware, I've got four of them. Um, Girls. They're all girls. Cheesy pop. One of them is into R and well, two of them are into R&B and stuff, and the other two are really just cheesy pop and stuff like that. So I had all music around me, but never really any sort of heavy rock music.
yeah,
Um, my uncles were into like Pink Floyd and stuff, but I never grew up with around my uncles that were into that. Oh, I spent more time with my dad's family because they moved over to England with us, and they're all into, let's say, country and western. And go and look up Daniel O'Donnell, and then you'll know what I grew up with. My
yeah,
dad and his brothers. Um, and when I got into music myself, don't get me wrong, it was pop music. Not afraid to admit it. I was a Spice Boy, absolute Spice Boy when I was a kid. But I had sisters, so and then boys and stuff like that. But when I got into my own, where I was able to develop my own music taste, still liked a bit of pop, still do to this day. I'm sorry, it was hip hop, R&B. Biggest, big Eminem fan. Like he is my goal. There ain't nobody can touch him in the music business. Anybody dares, just sign the end of your career over because you're about to be buried. Um, but my granddad, bless him, my granddad was a country fan, but he had a soft spot for a bit of rock and roll. But I'm talking Queen,
yeah,
and I'm talking that sort of stuff. So he got me into rock music with Queen once I got to a little bit older, and then I discovered obviously the Osbournes. I always thought that's too much for that for me. And then my taste in music changed as I got older, and I developed a like. I discovered Linkin Park and um, Limp Bizkit when new metal became a thing. I was like,
yeah.
okay, I can do this. But it was
Which was
always
the
like a little
80s.
secret. Yeah, yeah. But it was always like a little secret for me because all my mates were into rap, and if I listened to that back in the day, if you didn't know, you were classed as a mosher if you
Yeah,
listened to rock music. And so I always kept it to myself. My best mate, he knew I listened to it because he listened to it with me. And yeah, so when I started getting into rock music, I'd say it was Linkin Park, it was Limp Bizkit, um, Queen, The Who, and then started going into that Rolling Stone. And then I come across Paranoid when I played Guitar Hero.
hmm.
That's when I first heard Paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, what is this? I was like, Black Sabbath. Beginning of the internet, good old LimeWire, or whatever
LimeWire,
you used back then.
Napster,
Napster, Bear Share was mine.
Bear
Bear
Share,
Share,
yeah, Bear Share.
Bear Share, Black Sabbath. Ozzy Osbourne, what? Boom, downloaded, and the rest is history. Um, I was taken back by the news. I will not lie. I will not say I was like heartbroken and gutted. I was taken back because yes, I have a soft spot for Ozzy. I really do. I love the man to pieces. He's in Little Nicky, which I absolutely love. I love the Osbournes. I just love Ozzy's attitude to life as well. The
Yeah,
whole fuck it. And the whole approach to talking about himself. I mean, he called himself a junkie and all sorts. And I just loved his nonchalant attitude to life. You don't like me, tough shit, 'cause I don't give a fuck
yeah,
attitude. Um, but yeah, his music's absolutely awesome. I've had a bit of a mix on. I won't say after I've listened to it, but I did. I had Tuesday night. I put on his essential playlist on Apple. Um, I don't know if I had it on in the car. He's in my playlist, so he comes on randomly as well. Um, but I've watched a lot of videos this week as well back of him, um, especially the performance of Mama I'm Coming Home
Yeah.
from the live, and then that is one of my favorite songs by him, and it's not even a rock song. It's a very soft, but it means so much more, so much more. And obviously, he had clearly had a close relationship with his mum, and going off to America, whatever's happened, and I have a really great close relationship with my mum, and it just makes me think of my mum.
Yeah.
And yeah, but in the wrestling world, Matt's absolutely right. If rock, if Ozzy didn't do what he did with Black Sabbath, we didn't have the bands that are the soundtrack to wrestling. You think back to any of the major events over the years, bar and flow riding in a weekend, they've usually been some sort of heavy metal rock, especially during the Attitude Era.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was. And then recently, War Games. It's been War Pigs for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, he did his stuff with the show, and he's a Hall of Famer there. But without Ozzy, we didn't have rock, heavy metal. I won't call it rock and roll, heavy metal.
Yeah.
Because what was the interview I watched this week? Someone said about him that they are literally Black Sabbath were the inventors of heavy metal because someone said to them, "The music you were playing, this sounds like a load of heavy metal smashing together."
Yeah.
Um, and yes, he will be missed, whether you're a wrestling fan, a music fan, reality TV fan. He's crossed the border multiple times. Um, and yeah, wherever he is, because depends how Ozzy's feeling, if he wanted to go up there or he wanted to go down there. Yeah, he's having a party. I'd love to see that concert.
Oh yeah. With Lemmy from Motorhead. That is it.
I'd
Yeah.
love to see that gig. I did see a little comic thing and it made me chuckle. It was Lemmy. There was a box. The first box was Lemmy talking to the devil.
I've seen it. Yeah.
And it was Lemmy saying, "You done now. Fuck off." And the devil, the Xbox, like, "Why? What are you on about?" And in the third box, it was Ozzy coming down some fiery stairs. And there
Yeah.
you see his Lemmy in the background going, "He's here now."
Yeah.
And I was like, I know people probably don't want to think from going to hell, but it's a play on him being the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, wherever he is absolutely rocking it out, snorting ants again, probably. Um,
Well, he won't get
and this
shouted
is
at by
it.
Sharon.
I'm hoping. Yeah. Listen, if someone put it in, someone put it on a status the other day, and it's absolutely right. Because of Ozzy Osbourne, anybody that's called Sharon,
Oh,
they
mate.
just they get shouted at for no
Sharon!
reason though. Sharon. Um, but no, I would love to see like a biop be put together with Sharon, help them do the stories, because then we know we're getting some sort of truth. She
He's got
has
a book
admitted that
coming
she
out,
doesn't
hasn't
know
he?
everything.
He's got a book coming out already. He's already done it. It is coming out, I think, September. It's called Last Rites, Ozzy Osbourne, and it is coming out. Oh, 7th of October. It's released, and he's wrote it. He's wrote everything in there. So
It's a shame
I'm
that
getting
he
that
couldn't
way.
narrate it for my audiobook.
Well, it's already been done, so I'm waiting for it to say because um, it is on
Audio.
Audible. Oh, well, it's audiobook. It doesn't say who's speaking. It's a
Yeah.
12-hour
If
book.
it's Sharon or Jack or Kelly or whatever, or they're taking turns, that'd be okay.
Yeah.
If it's the Osman himself, it'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, hopefully one day we get a biop. Because I tell you what, it'd be one hell of a biop film.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt at all. And most of all, you watch that, and I know he's had issues with it, with kids from his first marriage and stuff, but you watch the Osbournes, and you tell he just fucking loves Kelly and Jack more than anything. The way obviously he did obviously he did changes with Kelly and let her change some of the lyrics. and obviously helped Jack set up a record producing company before packing it in. No matter whatever they wanted, they had. But then there was also on the Osbournes there was an episode where Jack brought a knife, and he grabbed the knife out of his hand and went, "You don't play with knives, man. No need for it." And then when they were going out, he said,
No,
"Don't
no.
do drugs because it'll ruin your life." He's like, "You don't want to end up like me." And you also see the person. There was an episode with Elton John, and Elton John comes to visit, and Elton gives him this gold necklace that looks like it's fucking millions of fucking dollars, and gives it in. And Ozzy runs off upstairs, and he can't look at Elton because he feels embarrassed that he's given it him because he's got nothing else to give him.
The same with the clip from the last concert where he's giving Youngblood with
Youngblood.
a cross.
Yeah, he gave
It's
so
Youngblood.
after I think it was after Youngblood did the funeral, his song "The Funeral," where Ozzy and Sharon made an appearance in the music video. On that set, I think Ozzy gave him his cross that he's never took off. And then obviously, before the show, back to the beginning at Villa Park, Dom Youngblood gave him made a necklace for him to give it back. And you could tell like he looked at Youngblood Dom as a son, and he was like, "Whatever you need, you just say, and we'll do it."
Well, there's a quote floating around, a video floating around about Dom, Blood, and Ozzy. It was Sharon saying it in an interview. Someone must have asked about Youngblood and Ozzy, and apparently Ozzy, when he first met him, and obviously they had the conversation, and Youngblood left, where say the room, whatever. Ozzy turned to Sharon and went, "I've just met myself,"
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
and that's it. He said he sees a lot of himself in Youngblood and how he is and stuff. But yeah, even that, like I said, that fitting moment because Ozzy took it straight out of the box. Usually, you see these sort of things, they leave it in the box and they pass the box off someone. Ozzy took it straight out and put it straight on. Um, but yeah, no, the music world lost an absolute legend that crossed over in the wrestling world. Controversially, if you like it or not, the wrestling world lost an absolute legend.
Yeah.
Whatever way you look at it, an absolute icon. And it's been a strange old week for everybody, whether you're a music fan,
Yeah.
wrestling fan.
I didn't have
To
Hulk
be
Hogan
honest,
on my bingo list anyway.
yeah,
I had Ric
that
Flair
brother,
again.
that
How is that man
that
still
brother we're
going?
putting over. He's come out and said himself, though, I think last night or the day before, that he feels like he's going to be the one that goes next.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's had 2 heart attacks in matches,
He's fighting cancer as
and
well.
he's just beat
Um,
cancer. Yeah.
but yeah, it's yeah, weird week.
Yeah.
We've
Weird
lost
week.
two absolute icons, and like it or not, rest in peace, both Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne. You will be missed
Yeah.
by the fellas, one way or another. One of us, at least, will have a thought in there. Like I said, the wrestling world, they've lost two very influential people in wrestling, even though one of them's only a musician. But yeah, it's the peace, Hogan. Peace, Ozzy.
Yep. Shall we lighten the mood up a little bit?
Yeah,
SummerSlam this weekend.
forgot it was this weekend.
Double weekend. For the first time ever for SummerSlam. And a couple of weeks ago I went, ooh, some matches to put on. However, Triple H has pulled everything out the bag for this because obviously it's a 2 night event. They're acting like it's WrestleMania. A match got announced on SmackDown, which I'm so excited for. And when Nick Aldis announced it, I got goosebumps a little bit. The card is stacked, to say the least. It is literally stacked. The only person missing off this is Seth Rollins because he's injured. We're supposed to believe, aka cashing in. And we've got another pay-per-view with Karrion Cross on.
We pre-show again.
No, you weren't in the pre-show last time. They don't do pre-show matches anymore. It's not like AEW where they have about 9, and then they have the actual event. It's like TNA had 3, and it's like you didn't need 3. You could have just had the one. You give them all that time. But yeah, we've got Tiff Jade. Obviously, Jade won Queen of the Ring, so she gets a chance at Tiff. Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew and Logan, which slowly I'm invested in. I'm invested in slowly. I'll give them that. Interesting to see how Jelly Roll gets on against Orton and McIntyre, and obviously Logan can go in the ring as well. We got the best in the world, CM Punk, versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got Judgment Day. There was no nibble off him there. Judgment Day versus Charlotte and Alexa for the women's tag titles.
I've just come across something I'm going to talk about in a moment. I'm just reading over it before I read it out. So.
Okay. We got Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and after Raw, the Braun Brons are getting the Braun Brons are absolutely going to get fucking pummeled.
Me among them, they went street ghetto and took his shoes.
Took his shoes.
Where have I seen that before?
I don't know. Where have you seen it? I didn't hear you then. You went silent.
Moxley and Eddie Kingston did it to the Young Bucks.
Oh.
But hey, it's fine. It's street. It's what they do in the streets. They take your shoes and your chains. That's what they do. That's what they're trying to keep it ghetto.
It was either that or the fact that Roman's shoes probably cost them about thousands of dollars, and they went, "Well, we're taking your shoes, you bastard."
It was his Matt's Louis Vuitton's Jordans.
Who's?
But yeah, it's a street thing. Matt Jackson's Louis Vuitton Jordans.
And then we got Sammy and Karrion. That's on the first night. On the second night, we have a 6-pack TLC match.
This is it.
This is match of the night. This is it. You can just call it quits here.
This is it, though, right? This is the match of the night. Or it's a Jimmy and Jay at WrestleMania again.
How is it Jimmy and Jay at WrestleMania? There's 6 tag teams in a TLC match.
I don't know. I'm very weary now.
No.
Of a match that when I see a match in the card, I go, that's gonna slap, and then I go, oh, I said that about Jimmy and Jay, and it really let me down. So I'm very weary now, but I do believe that this is gonna slap.
This is gonna be match of the night, mate. You've got the Wyatt Six with Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against Andrade and Rey Fenix, DIY, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits. If that doesn't scream match of the night, I don't know what does to you. Sorry. But that is going to be sick. And the fact that you've also got in contention a possible, and I know you don't like him, Pretty Deadly return, which could mix things up as well in the tag division, because they deserve it, as much as people might say, yeah, now they fucking deserve a tag title somewhere down the line. You've also got Rowan, Cross, and Dallas getting involved. You've also got Febab probably going to get involved for Nikki Cross. Candice LeRae is
I know it's to put her
riding with they've put her back 2 months ago with him. Riding with DIY. She's doing both. She's doing stuff with Nia and stuff with them. So it's very interesting. I so cannot wait for that match. Dom and AJ for the Intercontinental title. Solo and Jacob in a cage match for the United States Championship. We got Becky versus Lyra in a no DQ, no count out last chance match for the women's Intercontinental title. If Becky wins, Lyra can no longer challenge for the title. Naomi, Rhea, and Io in a triple threat for the women's title, and then John Cena versus Mr. Face of WWE, Cody Rhodes, in a street fight for the Undisputed Championship. It's set to be a banger of a night. This will probably be better than WrestleMania. Because let's face it, there was 2 good matches at WrestleMania. The rest was shit.
They've got to put something banger out after All In. They've got to pull it out of the bag and absolutely smash it home.
I don't think they have to.
No, I feel they do. I feel like they need to go out and go, look, All In was great, but beat this.
Mm.
That's just the way the rivalry goes. I feel like but I also feel we sort of deserve an absolute killer
No, we
tonight.
that one I agree with. We do deserve a killer because Evolution is the best pay per view of the year, and then it's Night of Champions. When in reality, it should be WrestleMania is the best, then Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I think they owe it from WrestleMania. WrestleMania was not the greatest. If you could patchwork Mania together and make a one night event and make it good, but other than that, it weren't that good.
No, it weren't. It was shit. There's
If you want to
probably
know who we pick and who we want Thursday,
yes.
the pick video is out. Make
Prediction
sure
video.
tune in. Return of Ted.
Yeah, we should mention Ted. So obviously for the last 2 months, it's just been me and John.
Barring the picks and
Bar the
the
prediction
live
videos
stream.
and the live stream. That is going to be how it is from now on. It is going back to Matt and John. Ted no longer wants to do the videos, which is completely fine. We're still good mates with him, and you know.
Yeah, there's no animosity. There's no hard feelings.
None
There's
whatsoever.
nothing. No.
He's going to
We
do
love
prediction
Teddy.
videos because we need him to do it because he has all the information on his computer, and it'd be a bit shit if it was just me and John. So he's going to carry on doing the predictions with us, and he's going to join in on lives whenever he can. He will be in for SummerSlam. I don't think he'll be there for Clash or NXT, he might be there for Forbidden Door. NXT's the
Maybe.
week after. Oh no, NXT's the day after, and then the week after that is Clash.
Yeah. Obviously, the channel, you might see a few things change in the channel in the next couple of coming months and weeks because obviously we're both looking for work, so schedules might change around, things might change. But the channel's going nowhere. It will make it. Me and Matt will make it work
Oh,
no
yeah.
matter what.
We always did.
It ain't going nowhere. It just might be the main event might go out on a Thursday instead of a Tuesday because that's when we're off. Just things will change, but yeah, for now, obviously, the door will always be open for Ted to come back.
Of course.
The door's not shut on Ted. It's not fully shut on Ted, and it never will be. He will always have the keys to open it again if he wants to come back and do some videos with us. We never know. There might be something that big that happens that Ted wants to come put his 50 pence in. That's more than welcome. He has more and more than welcome. Like I said, there's no hard feelings, there's no animosity, there's no upset, there's no falling out. It's Ted's choice, and we respect it. But yeah, you're back to the dynamic duo. Can't wait for
WWE versus
your friend.
AEW.
Can't wait for your friend to start messaging again after me and you've had a fallout. I can't wait.
Oh, I get it all the time, no matter what we do. There is a change on one video. There will no longer be the 2K showcase by Ted. I know it's not been put out for a good couple of months, but there will be no more showcase, and the GM mode has also been took off the channel because Ted doesn't want to do the GM mode anymore.
Have you took it off
However,
already?
yeah, it's already gone. I did it when he told us.
I was gonna say, why don't we give the people the options if they want them left up, so they can watch them ones.
I've
But
not took them off. They've gone unlisted. So if you guys want them back on, I can just put them back on. They're unlisted, so no one can see them. However, that doesn't mean there won't be a GM mode, because making the return to the channel is Matt v John in WWE 2K25 out now for all consoles, including the Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
2.
Yeah,
We don't know. So I was meant to talk about it with him before we started, and I totally forgot. We will discuss what actually we're going to go down. So we've got a couple of options, and we've been discussing it previously what we want to do. If it's either way, we're going to have to download some characters, so we'll have to do it like that. That's not a problem. I can do that. I do it anyway. But be on the lookout for Matt v John. It is returning. We just
keep an eye out on our streams as well, because we might actually do the recordings while we're streaming.
Yes, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
So you know where to go. What up, Matt 89 and King JB 1988. It's whether my laptop allows me. It's behaving itself at the moment. But yeah, we might take it to the live streams as well. So you can see it there too. The only thing is there, if whoever you want to watch do their stuff, you're gonna have to flick to their channel.
And if you Meta, you will get banned. Meta means if they hop between the two and tell you what's going on in the other one.
Oh yeah, you banned.
So
Yeah,
that's called metagaming, and if you metagame, then you will get banned.
but yeah, so we might take the live stream. But yeah, me and Matt have
One
got
more.
the iron out the detail. Me and Matt have got the iron out the details of what we plan to do.
I'm looking forward to it, mate. I'm really looking forward because we didn't finish the last one. We didn't finish it, and we're gonna start on a clean slate because the Cody Rhodes thing and stuff, like, it all starts on a brand new slate.
I might have to put a rule in where you can't be. None of us can be Xavier Woods.
Well, no, because if we're doing it the way we're doing it, we won't be able to anyway. Because
We'll have to work that out because that brings its own pain in the ass, doesn't it?
yeah, but I mean, we'll talk about it after. But if we're being who we're
Yeah,
being,
we'll
then
sort
we've
it
got
out.
to be a certain someone. So
Yeah.
I'll be CM Punk. Anyway, I will not be CM Punk. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah,
Well, if you are him, it takes him out of the game, doesn't it? So.
well, yeah. But yeah,
And then
so
it's also
look out for
like
that.
with the new ones as well. You've got the added DLC coming in as well with
And
Penta and Jordan.
I did, I did buy the WrestleMania pack, so I do have Aleister Black. That's the only reason I bought that back. Was for that reason.
I refused to do it because I bought the season pass, so I
Yeah,
refused to
no.
buy it.
As soon as I saw Aleister Black was on it, I was like, I've got to have it. I don't care. I'll buy it. $8.99. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I know. I
I need
know.
Aleister Black in my
Yeah, I
life
refused to do it.
because of his music.
Refused to do it. Yeah, but the thing I discovered on my phone really quickly
Yes,
is obviously they got the new backstage documentary dropping this
unreal.
week on Netflix.
Yeah.
Unreal. And someone's caught a screenshot of the original WrestleMania
Oh,
card.
that's what I spoke about the other week when it first came out.
Yeah, so we've got a full clear picture of what it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So let me run through this and get your views on it. Right, so we were getting WWE champion Rhodes Cena. That was definitely happening.
Yep.
Okay, so that one's on there. We were meant to get a US ladder match with LA,
Give it,
Jimmy,
man.
Andrade, Solo, Escobar. Can't read that one. Hayes and Nakamura.
Give it, man. Inject it.
Yep, put it in an IV drip and just put it straight in. And we were meant to get an IC ladder match.
Yep.
I'm going to read these backwards because one of the names there spoils something later on. Kaiser, Reed, Sheamus, Zayn, Priest, Jey Uso.
Yep. Inject it, man.
We were meant to get Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio with Travis Scott.
Yeah, we knew that anyway.
We were meant to get Braun Breaker versus McIntyre with Steve Austin as a ref.
That would have been mental. I don't know why Stone Cold would have come into this.
Styles Paul,
We got that anyway.
Bad Bunny, and Dominic.
That would have been a banger, you know.
And we were meant to get two women's tag champs, Lynch and Flair versus Io Sky and Asuka.
Yeah, no, yeah. My brain couldn't compute what
WWE,
you just said then.
yeah. WWE Women's, Cargill versus Jack.
Yes. That would have been awful.
10-person mixed tag match, the Wyatts versus Judgment Day.
Which we all put on our predicted cards was going to happen.
Yeah. Orton versus KO, which we knew got pulled last moment.
Yeah.
Women's World, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca.
Yeah.
Heavyweight Championship, Punk versus Gunther.
Which we're getting at SummerSlam.
And Reigns versus Rollins.
That would have been a banger. Which we all said should have been the match anyway.
What makes me wonder, the only thing that makes me wonder there is, now that tells me Jay was never planned to win the Royal Rumble.
Which is weird because it came out in February that Jay was planned to win the Rumble. And it's coming out on Unreal, actually, that Jay was planning to win the Rumble. in December.
So I don't know when this board was from because we're led to believe that Triple H plans stuff well in advance.
So Unreal, this starts from Netflix. That's when it all starts on the Unreal. It starts from Netflix all the way up to WrestleMania. That's why there's only 5 episodes. So
So
Jay,
unless they planned the Jay to win it, but then lose it somehow to
that's probably what
Punk.
they would have done. We'll find out anyway, won't we, during the actual thing?
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm guessing that's how it was going. Or Punk to
but
maybe
yeah,
Coda or Cena, because Cena were champ, so Cena would
yeah,
have beat him.
yeah. But Cena in there and Cena taking it off him probably would have made more.
Or The Rock, because I remember, I swear it was you kept saying The Rock's gonna take it off Jay and give it to someone.
No,
Was
that's
that
a
Ted?
Ted thing.
Yeah, that is a
That's a
Ted thing.
Ted
Yeah, to
thing.
be fair. But yeah, yeah,
But
that
yeah,
I think that would probably half of them would have been better than what we actually got. To be fair, I'm not keen on the Charlotte and Becky, although the storyline going into it with Charlotte and Becky would have been quite interesting, considering one point they hated each other, and they've only just really
yeah.
recently come back together, talking.
But
So that
no,
would have been interesting.
I don't think we have anything else.
No, SummerSlam this weekend. We are live on TikTok only, so come join us on TikTok, and we have predictions out Thursday. Top 5 returns next week. I think that's it. Obviously, apart from the details we've got to sort out for Matt v. John. Last year there was a SummerSlam quiz. There isn't one going to be one this year. However, I will put at the end of the video the thumbnail, so you can just click it and it'll take you to last year's SummerSlam quiz where Ted tried to cheat. So go and watch that.
I forgot he tried.
He tried to cheat his way into a victory. Not happening, sunshine. Nothing. Oh, I think there was a tier list that me and Ted
Tried
did as well.
cheating.
Yeah, I think there was a tier list me and Ted tried did as well. So I'll link that as well, so you can go and check that out. But yeah, nothing else really. Just the predictions and
Till week,
top 5.
till Thursday, and then the weekend. Catch you all later. Peace.
Peace.